Hello, color. I can't believe it's already time to begin launching our summer season. Since our last cup of coffee, I feel confident you had an extremely successful show and are eager to see the wonderful surprises the design team has in store for you this summer. As most of you know, I'm Jenny Henshaw. I'm the manager of Doncaster's New York City flagship showroom. If you're ever in the city and would like to come by or bring a client, just contact customer service for my contact information. I'm certain with the spring show under your belt that you must have utilized your marketing resources to the fullest. But let's touch base on those one more time. Number one, your reference guide. This is your best friend before your show and contains everything you need to have a successful show. Number two, InsideTanner.com. This is a quick go-to resource where you can find trend information, design inspiration, our women's line at a glance, pant fit, and much more. Okay, so let's talk about today. I'll take you through the key pieces this summer with depth of category, color, style, and trends that will give you helpful merchandising tips when mixing summer back to spring. Adding on pieces is always really exciting. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. So this time, instead of breaking the groups out and training you by individual groups, I decided to take you through categories to show you the depth of the category, talk about some of the current trends of the season within each category. So the first category is going to be suits. Most of these suits, well actually all of these suits right now are unlined. Perfect for the summer season where you need a little bit more of a breathable fabric, something that's a little bit easier. Maybe you even carry your jacket to work and you wear sleeveless or a layering piece in your bottom, and then you put it on in an air-conditioned building. What I love about the first, this is our summer weight denim. I love the design team gave us a 2.5 inch difference between two jackets. So a little bit shorter jacket, a little bit longer jacket. What that does is it fits different body types, it fits different personalities, from a crew neck to a nice V-neck, you have a zip front to a snap. So what this does is it just sort of fulfills a lot of different ways that people could wear this, whether it's over a dress, with a skirt. But what they've done, they've also given us a 23-inch skirt. And this skirt does have a two-way zip. I love the fact that I could split this apart and I could put this with a layering piece and wear it with a pair of wedges and look really great on a Saturday afternoon, but I could also wear this suited. If you remember from spring, this is a much crisper fabric that you had in spring, a little bit different style, but maybe just a little bit more tailored, a little bit more structured for the office. We also have a little bit of a slimmer jean. So you have 3 jeans. You have 2 from spring. This is slightly different color, a little bit softer fabric. And then again, this is just a little bit more crisp than spring. So let's talk about our great tencel. So this is a cotton tencel. If you remember, you had it in multiple pieces in cactus and chino. Now you have it in linen and you will have it in white. White is a key suit this season since we don't actually have a more refined fabric in our spring season. We now have it in summer. You can take the belt off. It's a self belt, but don't forget all the fabulous belts that we have this season that you can easily add to the waist of this with all the gorgeous details. I also want to talk about the skirt, which could easily be a separate. This too is a 23-inch skirt. It comes in white and it comes in linen. This is a much cooler color chino than the one that you have in spring. But again, great suited, great sort of breathable. That's what tencel is, really perfect for the summer season. And then a little bit of a cropped pant. So you have the outward seam in the front, a little bit of cuff on the bottom. It is considered ankle, but be a little careful when you talk about that because like for me, I'm 5'4½". This would be almost a full length pant for me, but I could easily hem that to sort of achieve that cropped sort of tapered look if that's something I was looking for. The next is a fabulous French terry. This is more of a weekend. It's a little more relaxed because it's a terry cloth fabric, but the detail on this is fabulous. I could put this over a beautiful white crisp pant and wear that into the office, or I could put it with the little 19-inch skirt, put it with a little t-shirt, a little pair of tennis shoes, flip-flops or wedges, and completely change the look. You know, I say all the time that unless you're the mother of the bride, you should really mix and match your pieces because that's how you have investment dressing. That's how you take this and wear it with a great t-shirt underneath it. I could put this with jeans, and really it transitions seasons nicely. This isn't just for summer, but really great 3 seasons a year. And let's talk 1 second about the last piece. So fabulous fabric. This is a a double knit viscose. If you recall, you actually had this in Draw the Line black and white and a black and white double knit. You can mix these and match these back to spring, which is fabulous. You're going to see this also in a navy coloration in our mix and match section. What I love though is that this could easily be a two-piece, almost like a dress. I could add a separate belt. I could add a great scarf or a necklace. I can also separate this. The only thing I want to talk a second about this skirt is be careful if you hem this. The godets, it may change the line of the skirt if you hem this a little bit of weight and a little bit of flare at the bottom. It is a 21 inch. I love that our design team gives us a little bit shorter skirts on things that maybe they want to keep you from altering just to keep the line of the outfit great. What would summer be without dresses? I love the fact the design team gave us 12 dresses this season. They gave us 16 dresses last spring, so 28 total. Women are in search of dresses, and I love the fact that we have a lot of different styles, a lot of different colors, and if you look behind me, this is wow. So let's talk just a second. We'll start with this one. You have prints. The first three are prints, different colors, different fabrics. Some are sleeveless, some are zip front. What I love is that when you have two black cardigans from spring that you could put over this if you want a little arm coverage, wear it into the office. I also want you to have handy some spring belts. I could easily change the belt on this dress and it can elevate it to a more of a wedding or a bar mitzvah or some special occasion, or it can make it even a little bit more casual with a pair of wedges or a pair of flats. You get into our tinsel, so safari, sort of that fun sort of shirt dress. Again, I could put a black belt on this. I could change it to a patent belt, put a little white t-shirt underneath this, put a pair of wedges and be ready to go. If you keep going on down, the color is quite extraordinary. These are a little bit more breathable in some of your poplin fabrics. You have some prints, so sheaths, add a long necklace, put a pair of flip-flops. You know, I think it's a little hard when it's chilly outside to be thinking about something that's so bright as this pink and lime and marmalade orange. But adding that with a pair of flip-flops, sort of run to the beach, go to brunch on a Saturday, and then your knitwear. These can be belted or not. What I love is that some are very structured. Some can be taken and moved into the office. They can be hemmed. So keep your little clips handy, because I'll tell you, if you have a client that loves a little bit shorter look, a little bit more of a tapered skirt, before they turn around and look in the mirror, grab your clips, get them ready, because it will make all the difference in the finishing touches. So category 3, let's call this weekend wear, because it's fun, it's easy. I can mix and match these for a weekend. I can also put jackets, wear them to work. But let's focus a minute on our t-shirts. So $55 for t-shirts and $60 for the short sleeve. These are multiples. Merchandise these this way so that you actually remember the depth of the colors that you have, because I will tell you, if they buy one, they're going to buy two, they're going to buy three, and some of your biggest sales can be the multiples of some of these lesser expensive items. Sometimes it is difficult to remember all the colors you have, so put them together. I just have them on a little plastic strip and it looks great. Next category, tunics. Oh my gosh, what would summer be without tunics? I sort of see myself going to the beach in these with some flip-flops and a beach bag, but I could also wear this to a special occasion. I could put this with a beautiful white crisp pant that we have this summer. I could put a jacket over this. I could layer these, put little white tanks. I could also, some of these are sort of sheer with the white. You can show through some of the colors. So play around with it. You know, the most fun part are the unexpected things. It's mixing colors, it's color blocking, it's taking some of your colored jeans, like your lime green, and putting it with the orange. It's always say in New York, when I see someone walking down the street, the person I see and I recognize the most is the one that I actually love what she did because she stepped outside the box. The next are jeans. So a little bit different than the jeans that we have from spring. Brighter colors, but they're cropped and they're more tapered. They're a little bit slimmer cut in the hip and thigh. Great for tunics. Some may need to wear a little bit longer tunic because they may be a little more snug than the ones that we had in the straight leg from spring. And we also have shorts, so perfect for the golf course. I know our clients are always looking for something to wear to the pool or the golf course, but just such a beautiful Italian cotton in a summer weight denim. Our fourth category that we're going to focus on this summer season, before we move into the fun merchandising part, are sweaters. Sweaters, I love the fact that they're very lightweight, very breathable. One of the key yarns this season is a cotton rayon. It's an Italian fabric. The drape on the body is beautiful. You have a lot of different options to choose from. Different clients are going to love different necklines, different sleeves, but I love the fact that they've given us a nice assortment of color, very bright colors that move nicely back into spring, but they've also given us great necklines. I also love that they've given us little shrugs. If you see a little keyhole detail in the back, you can easily move these back into spring and move some of those mesh shrugs from spring back into summer. So play around with that. When you get your summer set and you sell spring and summer at the same time, think of all the ways that you can merchandise those. All the clients that bought spring already, find what works back into what they've purchased and entice them to come in. Go on to Inside Tanner, pull photos off, email them photos, get them in, because they will not be sorry. The last are a little bit dressier sweaters, a little bit dressier yarns. This is a beautiful Italian viscose. It is very sheer, but remember all those little $55 t-shirts that you have, you could easily put underneath this. But I also have some really great knit layering pieces that are a little bit more expensive, a little bit more substantial. Like the sweater I have on, this comes in 3 colors. This is fabulous on. It has a raglan sleeve, it looks nice on. See, I popped it with white. I could have easily put it with a matching color so that it coordinates more almost for the office, almost like a suited look, like a nice jacket. And then don't forget your great cotton sweater. This is a little bit more of a tunic. It has a diamond sort of stitching and putting bright colors underneath it, white, put it with shorts, put it with skirts, put it with jeans. I mean, the sky's the limit for all these layering pieces, but you're going to have fun really figuring it out. So let's talk about the fifth and final category. It's on novelty skirts. We have 7 this season. You have a lot from spring. I will tell you that one of the easiest ways to merchandise suits into other outfits and add-on pieces are novelties. Because novelty skirts, I can add cardigans, I can add suit jackets, I can add just about anything, t-shirts, and change the look, elevate it up into evening, and sort of take it down into weekend wear. These particular 7 skirts range in length from 19 to 23 inches. I love the fact that the shorter 19-inch may be a little more playful, maybe a little bit more weekend. Also keep in mind though, even though this is 19 inches, it depends on your height. If someone's a little bit shorter, may hit a little bit closer to the knee, or vice versa if they're taller. We move on into this beautiful fabric. You're going to see this, it's a very thin stripe. You're going to see this in the mix and match. Beautiful back to some of the Naval Academy, back into some of the navies and the reds. You get into the beautiful lace, you get into the sheer stripe. You have a lot of white skirts also in spring. I'm going to point those out when we get to the merchandising and the mix and match, because what I love is this may not be perfect for someone, but that secret garden print sort of pattern in the white skirt from spring just may be. And then black and white, what would we do without black and white? I love the black cardigans from spring. I could add bright yellow, I could add pinks and limes, lots of color to add that up, to spice it up. And then beautiful sort of very pale sort of turquoise and lime. I could add a crisp white shirt to that, put a pair of wedges on, and be ready to go. So have fun with your novelty skirts, try them on, mix and match them, and create endless options.